You're a thief. I'm getting ready to put the devourer by your door. And as the devourer begin to eat up, then the first person they're going to call is you. And then you're going to run to their rescue, amen, when they're under a curse. I was raised with a mother, and there was 10 of us. And my dad died early at 43. So my mother raised 10. And she knew how to use an extension cord. You went to school looked like you've been jumping over in a rose bush with thorns. She didn't whoop clothes. About 3 o'clock in the morning, you look up and she coming down like this. I wish you talked to me for just a minute. My mother raised us, but she didn't pamper any of us. She didn't spoil none of us. And when you hang with spoiled folk, they get mad because you will not aid them, amen, in their wrongdoing. That's unhealthy relationship. You over here running, giving them money to pay their rent, to pay their house note, to pay their insurance, pay their car payment. Everything going wrong over here. Nothing going right. I guarantee you, when you start giving money to somebody that cursed, then your money start going downhill. You can't give to everybody. If they're under a curse, you better run. Because when I was a youngster and my mother would whoop me or whoop one of my siblings, the first thing she'd tell you, if you got in the way, if you want some of this, you get in the way, you're going to get some of this. So God is saying to you, a lot of folk you giving money to while they're being cursed, amen, if you don't get out of the way. Unhealthy relationship. Since I known this man, the only thing I know about him and his family is righteousness. You don't hear no scandals on this man or his wife. The Bible said, mark the perfect man. That man that walks upright, lives upright, talks upright, and carry himself upright. I can say this without a shadow of a doubt, Apostle, you are an example to this city. That's the reason men and women are running to you, because they're tired of listening to garbage. I don't care. Yeah, they preaching and they preaching to thousands and thousands and thousands of people. But I don't care how good a message is. A message is like a good meal. You know, fix some nice ham hocks and some greens, potato salad and cornbread and some corn. Oh, ain't nobody talking to me. But what good of fixing a good meal like that if you feed, amen, me out of a dirty plate? I can't go listen to these guys just had extramarital affairs. Oh boy, y'all don't get quiet. Wish y'all come on with me. And folk run to them when there's all kinds of scandals on them. But you are blessed to be under a couple where there is no scandals and it's nothing but righteousness. That is a healthy relationship. You that's visiting today, you won't do wrong and you can't do wrong if you come and join yourself with this healthy man and woman. Because if you were satisfied where you were, you would be there this morning. But you're hunting. You're on the prowl. You're trying to find something other than what you got. Well, let me help you. You don't have to look no further. You're home. I'm going to finish. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, do you understand this? 20 minutes is long enough for a good message. And 20 minutes is too long for a bad one. Who's from Haiti? Where's the preacher from Haiti? Oh, bonjour. Comment allez-vous? Hey, comme ci, comme ça. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just a little bit, but enough to get by. Watch this. This is what healthy relationships do. That's what is he doing? Here's an unhealthy relationship. Don't walk by. Oh, you're going to be all right. I'm praying for you. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to finish. Write this down. Folk will flock to your funeral when you're dead and gone, but it'll never come to your refuge when you're alive. Everybody get around the casket. Don't he look good? Don't she? No, don't nobody look good dead. You're dead, you're dead. You're stinking if they didn't spray you. Why can't you tell me I look good while I'm alive? I know it's not ordinary. It's one of those ordinary kind of messages. I didn't mean it to be that way. I want to get our attention. Listen, Pastor got a plan for this church, and I'm going to finish it on this note. If you really believe you're connected to the right person, if you really truly believe this is a healthy relationship, then anything that he gives you is of God. And if we do this, it will prosper. Pastor, you want to pay off the mortgage to this church? And you have a plan. Am I correct, sir? You have a plan. Have you given them the plan? You've given them the plan. How many has responded to the plan? About 10% to 15%. It should never be. More than 10% have received help since you've been here. The church is not Jenkins' church. This is not Jenkins' place. The church belongs to the people. It's your responsibility to make sure it works. Come on, give somebody a high five. Say, he's talking to you again. I want some commitments before I sit down today. Because anybody that will commit to this, I will guarantee you that God will give you, amen, double for your trouble. Whatever you do in this commitment, in the same year, God will double your money. And I'm not a man that will lie. I don't have gimmicks and gadgets. I'm telling you what God said. Amen. If you do this pledge and pay it off, God will give you twice as much, amen, within the same year. And then me and my wife, we're going to pledge $1,000 to paying off this church. Come on, sweetheart. You know why? It's because I believe in this man and this woman. How many believe in this man and this woman with me? If you believe in this man and this woman, stand on your feet. If you believe with me. I want 100 people. That means I only need 99. To make this $1,000 pledge, if you can't pay it today, pay $90 a month. $90 a month. I come all the way from Colorado, me and my wife, not knowing we were going to do this today, but I want to do it. We're not rich folk. I didn't give away millions of dollars. But then when I turned and had my surgeries, and I had quadruple bypass, every year I was in surgery. If you want something to wipe your money out, get sick. But I want to do this for them because I believe in them. Come on. Bookkeeper, somebody take notes. Here, my wife and I step up first. Who will be second? Move quickly. Move quickly. Move quickly. Move quickly. $1,000 is not a lot of money. Get in trouble and see what the attorney wants. You're not even going to get in this door for less than $5,000. This all that has received relief? Come on. I want 100. I don't want less than 100. Move quickly. $90 a month. Just think, you go out to eat and you spend $45 as a couple to $50. Don't get no dessert, $60. By the time you leave the $2 tip, $62. Come on. What am I doing? Come on, this is not 100. I need 100. Come on. But I can't afford it. Trust me. If you give 1,000, you're going to get 2 back. You can't afford it. Vincent, how can you say that? I can say it because God's given me liberty to say it. And if it doesn't come to pass, call me a lying prophet. Come on. Somebody need to be writing these names down. Preacher, do you have a machine that you can take $1,000 off of my car? I want to pay it in full, where you can say, he was just saying that, but he ain't going to do it. Come on. How many need a new car, need a new house, need a raise on your income? Come on and trust God. If you had to have $1,000 on a new car, you had to pay closing costs or half of closing costs on a house, you're going to spend $3,000 to $4,000. And you don't mind because it's about you. Well, this is about you also. What are you doing? I'm getting ready to double my money. I want you to give. Come on. This is not quite 100. Come on. Come on. Say, I can't see how I'm going to do it. But I guarantee you, if you step up here, God will open that door for you. Hello? Let me tell you what I did. Me and my wife moved into a new house in Atlanta. Brand new brick, 5-bedroom house. Right before then, I was making $1,000 a day on my job, 6 days a week. No taxes. You're not talking to me. First, God said, quit your job. Then I had another heart attack before I had this heart attack. Walk away from $6,000 a week. Now watch this. Then the federal IRS came in and I had some bills. Little did I know, at the daycare center that I was partnership with, they was trying to get this grant, but it had to be in a private name. It couldn't be in the corporation. So they signed my name along with the accountant. 9 years, I had no clue that I was responsible for taxes. 1 year, made $750,000. 9 years, taxes. Put it in my name, didn't tell me anything. So when the IRS called me in and they asked me a question, said, why haven't you paid taxes in 9 years? And you haven't even paid employee taxes either. I said, well, sir, what are you talking about? About the daycare center. I said, that daycare center is not in my name. It's in Forever Learning. It's a nonprofit. He said, no, sir, is this your name right here? And I said, that's my name, but that's not my signature. He said, well, this is what I'll do. Who signed it? I said, I don't have a clue. Let's call the accountant. Let's find out what Ed said. He had a speakerphone right in the middle of the table, the inspector, and he called the accountant, and he said, accountant, he said, sir, he said, who signed Mr. Vincent's name to that agreement? He hung up on the feds. He said, get him back on the phone and tell him I have 10 agents out there by 6 o'clock this evening if he don't give me an answer. Don't mess with them boys. He got back on the phone and he said, who did it? So they said, well, hold on, Mr. Vincent. We need to have a conference. So they went back in the room and they all back there trying to figure it out. See, because they already froze my accounts. And I didn't even sign it. They made me guilty without checking with me. So they know they're in some serious trouble. So I had to come a different way at me. Well, Mr. Vincent, I tell you what we'll do. We will unfreeze your money. We won't touch it, nothing that you got, if you would file charges against the person that signed that. And I said, do what? You have to sign charges. They'll have to do 5 years in jail. Well, it's a person that I trust and I love dearly, that's been through the thick and the thin, worked everything out when it wasn't nothing and made something out of it, and now I have a choice, keep the money or put him in jail. I chose to let the money go. So my attorney said, why can't we work something out and we'll have it all paid off? They said, we'll get back with you next week. Next week they took every dime that I had but $1,815. So how much did they get? They got over $680,000. I have money hid everywhere. But guess what? IRS can find it. But money is more than friendship. Something's wrong with that relationship. It's unhealthy. I lost the money, but I kept my respect. Then I get married to Tina. Well, we was married, already married, but I married Tina. Now I got a new bride. Now God said, now leave your house, leave Atlanta, and I want you in Colorado. I said, Lord, well, I mean, that don't make no sense. You break me and then move me. That was on Monday. I told Tina, pack a bag. We're on the way out of the city. We're gone. She said, we just moved in this new house. You know how you women think. Got this house just like I wanted. Furnished it all the way through, everything brand new. And now you got to go to Colorado. I had told her a month ago, before then, I said, God's getting ready to move us. She just smiled. I don't think so. That was Monday. Sunday, we was on the road with 2 cars, just enough clothes to cover us through. Got into Colorado. Amen. Didn't have hardly enough to buy 2 bags of potato chips. Everything we had been gone. I didn't tell her I lost the money. Wasn't going to tell her. We in Denver, and we moved from a 5-bedroom house, over $40,000 of new stuff we needed in the house, amen, and laid the house out. And now we moved to Colorado, amen, to save 2 marriages. And the first marriage we went into, they said, we got your room already. And we didn't know our room was in a dungeon. Down in the basement where you had rats, spiders, and the last thing we saw was a snake. And then we have to put up with nonsense day and night. They argued from the time they got up till they went to bed. But when you love God, there's nothing too hard when you love God. And I looked at Tina, and we just got married, and I looked at him, she looked at me, and we looked at the snake, and he crawled. And I told her, welcome to my world. I told her this before we got married. God may send me anywhere. And I don't wait, I don't plan, I move quickly. Because if I don't, I'll talk myself out of it. Took us from nothing to something, to something, to something. And he did it less than 3 years. He has established us. Man, you cannot beat God giving. This $1,000 may seem like a whole lot, but don't you want to get this mortgage paid off? When other folk are losing their churches, the man of God and woman of God has kept you in a place that's comfortable. Bobo Shaddai. Watch this. When the man of God, the Bible said a man of valor, he got ready to fight against the army, and he just didn't know how to go about it. And the angel of the Lord came to him. And when the angel of the Lord came to him, the Bible said he left that angel and said, wait right here. I'll be right back. Then he said, apostle. And he ran. And the Bible said he went and he got his offering. And when he came back with his offering, I want you to lay it at apostles' feet. Lay an offering there. Somebody, grab an offering real quickly. If you do it quickly, I'm going to tell you what's getting ready to happen to you. Everybody ought to move quickly. Grab you an offering real quick, real quick, real quick, real quick. So take it to his feet real quick, real quick, real quick. Move real quick, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you if you move real quick. Do it quickly. Do it quickly. Do it quickly. Are you that pledged $1,000? Don't leave without giving your name. Please don't leave. Come on back. Come on back where you were. Do it quickly. That's it. Don't lose your blessing. 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 Now, this is what happened when they gave the offering. The man of God came back with his offering, and he gave it to the messenger. And the Bible said, then God spoke to him. Everybody that gave an offering at the man of God's feet, and the next 90 days, I want you to see him, make an appointment with him, call him, and he's going to give you the answer of how to defeat that thing that's been plaguing you. I don't care if it's a new car, a new house, a new place to stay, a new job. He's going to have your answer in the next 90 days. Now, do you believe it? I thank you for your time. Stay, give your name, and then we'll go from there. Is that all right? God bless you.